Thanks, Aaron. Track and field later in the program, but pigskin the centerpiece of the show as we get further into spring ball. This time last year, Kirk Ferentz and company spent his spring prepping Jake Rudock to take over the Hawkeyes' starting quarterback job. The sophomore rewarded his head coach, throwing for over 2,000 yards and 18 touchdowns en route to a New Year's Day Outback Bowl berth. But Rudock's inability to stay on the field has challenger C.J. Beathard right back in the conversation as the Hawks prepare to wrap up Week 2 of spring ball. Daily Iowan TV Sports' Josh Bolander has the latest from spring practice.
This is where Jake Rudock's season ended. Beaten, bruised, and eventually knocked out of Iowa's New Year's Day Bowl loss to LSU in a rainy Tampa, Florida. This is Jake Rudock now. Loose, confident, and perhaps most importantly, healthy.
Feel really good. Both knees feel really good now. It was nice last Wednesday to kind of escape the pocket and run a little bit. Feels much better than it did at the end of the year, so that's always a positive. The strength staff and the medical staff did a real good job of getting me healthy.
Despite a sophomore campaign that saw Iowa's first-year signal caller lead an improvement in total offense, points, and touchdowns scored from a year earlier, questions about Rudock's durability allowed backup quarterback C.J. Beathard to establish himself as a more than capable second option for head coach Kirk Ferentz.
I'm not going to say it's just like last year because it's not quite just like last year, but it is in that, they'll both compete. CJ did a lot of good things last year, and I would expect him to be a better player this spring than he was a year ago. And so we'll let those guys compete, and it should be great competition.
Coach Ferentz always talks about you have to re-earn your spot every single year. I mean, you can't just walk on the field expecting to be where you were. You have to keep moving forward, keep getting a little bit better each and every day. And the most important thing right now is to get the entire team ready and get the team better, and that's what we're all trying to do.
With an inexperienced defense expected to learn on the go come 2014, this year it will be on Rudock and the offense to produce in late-game situations. But for now, Iowa's man under center is at least saying all the right things.
We don't only want to win 8 games. Every team in the country is going out trying to win every single game that they play. So it's a little bit of a different move, but at the same time, you can't just have a little success and expect that to continue.
Josh Bolander, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
While the competition between Rudock and Beathard may be all the talk in the gridiron, a different duo is making waves on the track. Daily Iowan TV Sports' Rachel Bedell explains who and why.
Freshman hurdler Aaron Mallett didn't have to go far to get advice from All-American Ethan Holmes due to Ethan's 5th year.
I remember watching him on TV when I was, a junior in high school, and to actually be running with him and, hurting in practice with him and traveling with him and stuff like that it's a really, really good experience. It's really positive and stuff like that. He always has, good advice and good things to say to me.
There's not much I can tell him to get better, but just experience that I've had and, places I've been, just stuff that could help him become a more well-rounded athlete.
And that was one of my goals, to bring Ethan back for his 5th year for his indoor season, because I wanted to have somebody there to really guide these young guys, and they've really gotten along well as far as being really good training partners.
Although Ethan's 5th year had to be done, that doesn't mean he is.
Now that I get to focus on one event instead of 4 or 5, I think there's a lot of possibilities, and I want to go places with this, and I want to make it, onto the next level.
Got it in him to be a guy that's making it to the finals at the U.S. Championships and possibly, making the World Championship or Olympic team down the road.
Now that Ethan's done, it's time for Aaron to raise the level.
Take the torch, the old guys leave out and the new guys come in. So I'm just trying to, keep that legacy going of, Iowa's good hurdlers.
And there's no doubt that he's up for the challenge.
He's on another level than me, I think, in a lot of ways. I see a lot of qualities in him that, I wish every kid had. Technical on the track, he's about as technical as it gets. As he gets older, he's going to be a big deal, I think.
I know he's got big goals. I mean, he wants to be a national champion and leave here as the best hurdler in the history of Iowa, so he definitely has the tools to do that.
Soon, there may be a new name on the record boards. Rach Bedell, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
More spring football and highlights from this weekend series on the Diamond with Indiana coming on Sunday. But for now, it's back to you at the desk.